talk to a lot of young ladies, and I always get the same information from time to time from employers.
What's that?
I'm sorry. These niggas is bums. That's what they be saying.
They don't know what wealth is.
Yeah. Right? And they be thinking like, yo, a dude, he working, he making like maybe $3,500 a month to $4,000 a month. But having to spend like $2,000 of that on like rent, utilities, car note, shit like that.
So let's stay there for the young niggas. How old is do you think the normal age is to leave the nest? Me and my daughter's mom was talking about that shit too.
Word, that's good.
She said 18. She said 18, they should be out.
I'll say,
I was like, damn. I'm glad
that's crazy.
I'm glad I ain't there to you. Like, that's
look,
crazy.
this is what it is. This is what it is. This is what I believe. When you teach them young, the possibilities are endless, right? Mm-hmm. So you start teaching them shit. There's no too early age, I would say. You know what I mean? That's at the parents' discretion. Yeah. But the earlier the better, in my opinion. And you start teaching them things that you think will be vital to their life as an adult. Before they're double digits, like I'm talking, 4 to 5 years old is when you start. When they could talk,
like
you start.
My daughter's good at editing and shit. And
yeah, teach them everything,
man. Like, I don't even know, so I'm learning with her.
Them languages, all types of shit. Like have them doing piano lessons or whatever.
How to code,
whatever. Yeah, all that shit. Because that at that time, that's when they should be learning how to take care of themselves. When they got wash clothes, have them come downstairs, they little ass, have them helping you put the shit in the washing machine and seeing just how much of a cup full you put, all that, so that when they get old enough to reach over, they can do it themselves. You know what I mean? And they know not to overflow it, and they know how to take it out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because they've been experiencing it. Now they get to an older age, now they can focus on other shit, and they don't got to worry about how to do regular shit that they should know how to do. So now they're prepared for understanding how to be an adult, like how to take care of yourself as an adult, like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's a problem.
That's
in a whole for our people.
Taxes and all that.
You know what I'm saying? We're just not prepared for like adult life sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Start having them fuck with money when they like 5, 6 years old. You know what I mean? Give them a little bank account.
It should be from birth, like our Jewish brothers.
I mean, if they know, yeah, well, yeah, as early as you want. You know what I mean? But I give people a chance. You know what I mean? Because if you in your child's life, you're gonna be there.
You ever think about this, bro?
But don't wait.
You ever think about this? Women will go hard to have a baby shower. It's dangerous. Clothes and certain things for the baby and shit, right? But there's never no like celebration of like saving money like in the bank. Like opening up an account because you know what I'm saying? She came or he came of age, and then you have something to look forward to, so you're not just kicked out and you gotta figure it out, because that's what our people don't have. A lot of times we just kicked out and like figure it out. Our ancestors had to figure it out. These other races of people, they're not like that, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like the majority of their homes came from, okay, we do trades or we do this and we do that and we keep the shit in the family and keep it going for as long as we possibly could. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This shit is crazy to me. Like,
But but that's what I'm saying. That's why we trying to tell motherfuckers, like, we gotta start now. Like, that's what I'm saying. If we keep on talking about what these niggas did, and we know what they did to get it, and we could do that too, then why we not doing it? And that's what I be trying to say, like, yo, like, I know I might be harsh with the shit, but yo, like, we could get a little stock or something, put it in our child's name and shit like that. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing. Don't fuck with that money, my nigga. Leave that $200 in there and don't touch it.
You know what the scary part about the what's the name? The stocks and cryptocurrency? I don't think they really it's based off like a credited system, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's like make-believe type shit. Like, Bitcoin is money for the metaverse too. Like, that's how I see it.
Alright, okay. So let's separate the two. So cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin, is
digital dollars.
Is yeah, we can say that. But dollars is in cryptocurrency as well. Feel me?
Yeah.
So it's an electronic transfer of tenure. You know what I mean? Of some currency.
Of value.
That was created. It's of value of certain percentage.
But the value
of
is
actual dollar.
The U.S. dollar.
Their value is U.S. dollar and euro. They have euro as well.
No, what I'm saying is somebody made Bitcoin.
Right.
The person that made Bitcoin, the reason why they had a lot of backlash is because I think the money wasn't, I don't want to fuck this up, but I think...
Yeah, because I don't think you understand. I don't think you really understand it.
I heard, all right, so I'm going to just tell you what I heard. I heard the person that made Bitcoin is like a Russian dude or some shit like that. And fucking basically
I think I don't know if that's true.
One day the market is going to collapse because of the war or some shit like that. So it's like they're saying that, you know, cryptocurrency is dying because of that. Like, if we go to war with Russia, then that shit's going to be...
Bitcoin is not the only cryptocurrency, bro.
Yeah, true.
So that's why I don't want to miseducate people, because I do know a little bit about it. So I know, and not to discredit anything. I mean, saying like what he's saying is basically like it's rumors about it all over the internet about different things, but you just gotta understand. It's something called a blockchain, right? It's electronic transfer of some value. You can transfer money to a bank, you can do it or whatever, any type of way, but through this network of smaller computer banks, you can save your money on ledgers or in different platforms. You can use that to buy other things that will use that shit as value, like tokens kind of, right? That's why they're like circles or coins, whatever. Or you could use it to cash it out for a particular value. On some of the platforms, you can cash it out at the same value that you paid for it, but sometimes there's increases. The increases happen all throughout the day. Decreases also happen throughout the day. But if you have one that's over $1 value, more than likely you're gonna get more of an increase than a decrease. So if you get something that's like $24,000 per coin, right? If you spend a couple $100 on that, the likelihood of you losing a lot of $100 if you just leave it in there for a few months is slim to you actually gaining $500 in that account over time from just sitting there, because it's so high above the value of the dollar. You just gotta understand math. But it is averages. You gotta look at the way things move, and it's invariable. You know what I mean? You can't decide what it's gonna be. You don't know. So because it's like that, there's a risk. You know what I mean? There's a risk that you could lose something. You could lose money. And with any investment, I always tell people, don't use what you can't lose. You know what I mean?
Don't use your blood clot.
You know what I mean? If you got fucking $500 to go on a trip out of state, then that's money you could spend. Cause you don't really need that trip out of state. But what if I told you can make that 500 into 1,000? You could go on that trip whenever the fuck you want. Cause now you got an extra 500. You know what I mean? It's possible. You gotta know how to move your money. You put fractions on this, you put fractions on that, or you know, and every market is different. Cryptocurrency is a different animal than the stock market. The foreign exchange is a different animal than both of them. They're all different. Just think of it like oranges and apples. It's not the same. Stocks are ownership of a company. That's what you're paying for. The value of that company goes up, the value of that company goes down. When the value goes up, if you have that part of the ownership, the money that you paid for that part of the ownership goes up. If the value of that company goes down, then the value that you pay for that company goes down. It depends on how competitive the company is and what type of market the company falls into. If it's something that people really need, if it's something that people can do without, if there's something going on in the world, which can happen whenever, if there's something that's an opportunity, but the stock market has been around longer than your family has. So, and it's not going anywhere. They make over $5 trillion
Trying to mentally
a minute. Move through it.
I'm gone, bro. I ain't smoking no more for the rest of the episode, nigga. It's crazy.
We're good.
Crazy, bro. Wow.
Yeah, it's like it moves crazy through the market, but you just gotta. They basically say go for what you know, pretty much. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do it yourself, you know what I mean? And the risk is higher when you do it yourself because you're not like a licensed advisor or anything like that. So,
But the reward is better.
the reward is better, definitely. You know what I mean? So you use what you can. Like if you got disposable income, then you put some disposable income on, and you just go with that. And you could start low, you know. But they tell you like if you really want to be serious, to deal with index funds. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go into too in depth to it. If you want to know more, write a comment down below or look it up. Invest on people. But really like that's really what you want to do. Real estate is crazy. It's crazy right now. It's a crazy market right now. Go get you some more. But they got first time homeowner loans if you want to get into that. But don't buy a home until you like take a real estate course, homeowners course. Read as much as you can, learn as much as you can about owning a home, learn as much as you can about it because it's crazy. Like you should have insurance. Insurance isn't cheap. So when you get your loans, you want to think about all of these costs that you're gonna have to take on. And a lot of times when people want the crib, well, especially in this market, they're looking for cash. So if you don't got money down and they got put up money, then that could be an issue. Get a loan officer, a realtor, and if you don't trust any of them, get a lawyer. Understand everything that you sign. If you don't, find out what it means. Highlight shit. save all your copies of all your documents. Everything. Look at the property, have to do walkthroughs, and you probably want to get turnkey. First property recommended if you're single is getting a multi-family. Never get a single family because it's just gonna be a lot to keep up with families. But if you get a multi-family, you can charge rent and get it pre-leased, or you can find tenants yourself. But don't try to move in until everything's good. Some people get rehabs, and then they gotta fix up the property, and then when you move in, they still working on different areas of the crib, kitchen not done, bathroom need, ceiling to be, whatever. So, don't want that. See if it's a school nearby, if you figure it'll be safe. Police officer. So, what was the question? How young is the age to kick it in the hope? I want to say kick them out, like, you know what I mean? They should want to, you know what I mean?
I feel the same way. I just found it interesting that
Because, like, but I feel like there should always be,
like, I would think like a woman would be more nurturing,
some type of structure.
Would be.
Oh no, like once you become a man, you're her enemy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
It's like mortal enemy.
I agree.
You don't want to do shit.
I love my mother to death, but I don't like her.
Yo.
I love her to death, but I don't like her, man. We wouldn't be friends if we wasn't mother and son, for sure.
Oh shit.
But I love her though. I love her for sure. But yeah, man.
I need to go crash my mom.
No, that's
I already know.
I love her.
Nah, cause we know.
She don't like me neither though. Like, she let me know she don't like me. Like, I love you, but I don't like you. That's where I got it from.
You know the vibe.
I got that shit from her, yo. She was like,
Just
I
in
love
case
you, but
my
I don't
mom
like
see
you.
this.
Like, I don't like you.
If your mom see this, she gonna be mad.
She ain't gonna be back because she told me. She was like, yo, I love you, I don't like you. She told me. Now I'm telling you that she said it and I feel the same way. I grew into that shit. I believe that shit. It makes sense to me now. Yeah, you're right.
That's tough love.
Exactly. Got me out. Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Yo,
women do that shit.
Women get petty, man.
On purpose. Yo,
you left the seat up.
My daughter's mom said the same shit. She was like, I'm gonna get petty. He's gonna hate me. Like adult him is gonna hate her. I was like, damn. So y'all have this in y'all mind. Like I thought it just happens, but nah. Like a lot of women have this shit in their mind. Like fuck that.
Yo, girls be moving out early. Girls be moving out when they like 18 and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. But they usually move out with somebody. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But they move out one way or another, nigga. Either they go to school or they staying with their homegirl or some nigga.
Oh shit.
They out.
Or they stay.
Yeah.
Like, you can get, especially if they have kids. You have a kid, you a house. Like that. You might have to stay in the shelter for a while.
Yo, listen.
Yeah,
I got crazy stories.
I was just about to tell you my crazy story.
On the move like I need a new hobby. fuck a 9 to 5.
You smashed the chicken and shelter?
Nah, look.
I did. I snuck in the shelter too, nigga.
Oh shit.
I
Look.
snuck it through the window, cuz.
So this what happened. So this chick, we was arguing on Facebook, and then I went to get my hair done after shit, the Africans. Went in there, this chick hit me up. I'm like, what the fuck? She like, you want a bottle? What?
Well, she hit you with a bipolar, that's straight.
Yeah, like I'm like, I don't care, whatever. I'm like, yo, we about to go to the club. She like, oh, word, you can come get me? I'm like, where you at? In Middletown. She was just spazzing on me. I'm like, alright. I thought she was on Middletown on exit 8. She was in Middletown.
Middletown. I'm about to say, nigga, yeah.
So we had to go mad far to go get her.
Damn.
Went to go get her. She got in the car.
She a little brown skin thing?
Nah, she was a little Spanish thing. Scooped her. We went out. We went to a club, went to the Dome, went in there. My boy grabbed her butt. She was bad as fuck. He was like, yo, I thought she was with it. I was like, nope.
I guess
Then she came back to the crib. She was butt naked in the bathroom, throwing up in the toilet.
Damn.
Had to put her clothes back on her, like a gentleman. Be like, yo, you good?
Back.
She was like, you good? Just bring me to the bed, like, da-da-da-da. I'm like, I'll lay you on the couch for her. Lay her on the couch.
Oh, shit.
She was like, well, next thing.
There's not enough people for both of us.
Right. I was like, fuck it. She was drunk as fuck. And I declined.
Oh, you declined?
I declined.
Oh, shit. You declined because she was drunk?
Yeah.
But she said she wanted to, but you knew she was drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Plus, she had that throw up smell.
Yeah. She wanted to kiss. Yeah, throw a bowl on her breast.
She was nasty. So then, she went, we went, got breakfast and shit. Came back in the crib, smoked a little bit. She went back home. Then I find out all this crazy shit, like, she was in a shelter, all this other shit.
Yeah, like, they'll never tell you, like, straight up, like, oh yeah, I live in a shelter.
Yeah,
Like, I pulled up thinking, this bitch house, like, she like, yo, you gotta climb through the window.
Shelter.
What? I know that's embarrassing, but that's embarrassing for both of us.
It is. Like,
now I'm going in, I'm sneaking into a shelter looking crazy, like, I look like a fucking Wile E. Coyote. Nigga look like Wile E. Coyote trying to snap some fucking roadrunner pussy, my nigga. This is crazy, man. I'm scaling the walls and shit. Yo, niggas was a shit. Her roommate was like, she knew the deal and shit. I'm like, oh, this bitch did this shit before. Shit crazy, man. There's a lot of crazy people. Niggas got quiet.
Yo, it just got quiet.
On the pod.
Yo, we got anything.
Niggas started thinking this shit like, yo.
For real, like.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's funny as hell. Yeah, you you have to edit out all the shit that I said about Atlanta before the nigga did.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through it.
I feel like them niggas ain't having that, my nigga. Like, oh, look what you said about Atlanta. And they gonna take just the clip that I was talking crazy.
Shit, I do want to go down south though.
Me too.
Miami.
Yeah, I went to Miami for that shit.
Right.
But I say these chicks are just naked for no reason, bro. Like, just out there. Boom, all out, dog. Shit crazy, man.
A lot of them you gotta pay to play type.
Yeah, I ain't paying for that shit. A lot of them just burning, nigga. I think they like, they number 3 on the chart, my nigga. I'm good. They look nice. Look nice.
Yo, what you think about flying chicks out? Do you think there's ever a time where it's okay to fly a chick out? And do you think
No, because if I fly you out, I'm treating you like a kid, like you're a minority at that point. Like I can do what I want. Like I'm your master. You see what I'm saying? Like that's my mentality with like if I'm gonna fly you out and you're gonna tell me you're not gonna give me no pussy, like bitch the gall. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna take that L. Like, so at that point, like, it's guaranteed if I fly you out. But it has to be understood, because if it's not understood and you talk about some, oh, you ain't here for all that.
So how do you
bitch,
so
you
how
get
do you
left in Miami? Like,
how do you convey that energy where I guess nowadays women are oblivious to this. Let's just assume that
if I fly you out, you're a whore. That's how I convey it. That's how I convey it. If I fly her out, she is my whore, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm doing what I want with her.
All right.
And that's why I'm not flying nobody. I don't need no whore.
Cause that's how I look at it. Like now here's another scenario. Say it's a chick that you're dealing with and she moved to school in a different state.
If it's my girl, then I'm flying her out because it's my girl.
But still, like you gotta fly her out.
It's my girl.
But it changes. But what if it's not your girl? What if it's just a chick that you fucking?
It's never gonna be a chick that I'm fucking because
and she went to school and now she wanna come back. She's like, yo, I wanna come back real quick just to see you.
That's not up to me then. She won't come back to see me.
You're not gonna pay for that shit?
No.
Oh,
hell no.
Ew.
Hell no. You ain't my girl. I'm not paying for no trip for no bitch.
But she like you like that.
I don't give a fuck.
She wanna spend time with you.
I don't give a fuck. Spend time with Jesus. I ain't shit. Spend time with Jesus. I ain't shit, nigga.
Yo.
Fuck that, nigga.
This is how I look at it. My reality might not be really so, I don't know. It's not that bad though. But I'll be honest. If I did fly a woman out, it's probably because we already did something. We already been to that point. So if I'm flying her out, then it's alright. It might not be my girl, but just somebody that I've already been intimate with. So I know what time it is when she comes up there.
But it's gonna be yours.
The intention has to be clear.
It's gonna be
if
yours.
I fly her out, I don't see myself flying anybody out like, oh, fly me out there, like so I could have fun in Connecticut or whatever. Nobody don't ask that because they understand. I'm not just gonna ask nobody that shit.
My point is, you're not gonna allow her to fly all the way out there off of your merit, chill with you, and then fuck another guy. Right? Or wrong?
That's crazy as fuck.
Exactly.
No.
Crazy as fuck.
I'm saying no. That's not something that I would allow. But I'm saying if it happened, there's extreme circumstances.
Extreme repercussions, you mean, right?
I mean, like there's
I bet you ain't taking that bitch out again.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it's gonna be, yeah, she cut off. I might not even be as hostile as being like, yo, you gotta find your own way back home or some shit. But it depends. It depends.
You come in here, don't even fuck me, and then fuck somebody else, and think that I'm supposed to fly you home.
But that means that she finessed me. That means that she was like,
why
yo,
am I helping somebody that clearly finessed?
Let me come out there. I want to and saying all this shit. And then I'm like, all right, she's sending me skin flicks and shit. And I'm like, all right, flight only $50.
What flight is $50?
One way. Cheapo. You know what I mean? Nah. It depends. It depends when you get that shit. I set up when the time be.
You made that bitch.
Yo, $50.
You mailed that bitch, nigga. You put her on.
It's dead.
Amazon Prime.
It's dead. and then you get on your fucking cheap ass flight coach.
You nailed that bitch like what's the cat from Garfield? What's the cat from Garfield? Oh! What's the cat from the Garfield? That Garfield always nailed that.
Normal?
Yeah!
Yo, what the fuck?
Nailed that bitch like normal.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
I remember that shit too.
Damn, nigga, that nigga was really mailing bitches. I'm nail this bitch out of here.
Nah, look, because
that's funny as hell.
And just to be clear, I've never done it.
Mm-hmm.
But just to understand, like, if you did do it, like, there has to be some circumstances. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm doing this, then you already know what time it is. You should. If not, then that's my fault for me not being observant and knowing, like, oh, damn, I'm delusional as fuck. Like, I should have known I was going to be able to smash this bitch and keep it out here.
I agree.
Nah, we talking about fucking, we doing all this extra shit.
You gotta make
that's what I said. She finessed you. Because if it do get to that, it was some finesse type shit. Because no nigga should be flying no chick out. I mean, I really disagree with that shit. But it's niggas that do it. They got the money, they do it. Fly them out, they don't get no buns, and they get mad about the shit. Like, if you really want to be on some shit, fly out there, bro. You know what I mean? And meet some other bitches. If you got bread like that.
I'm sure some rappers don't care. Like,
some rappers don't care because you a rapper.
Yeah.
Like, you a rapper. Like, you know what I mean? If she don't, she's stupid. If she do, she's stupid. You know what I mean? Like, so she wanted to get flown out. Most of the time, it go down with rappers and shit. If you a known rapper, they don't normally, you know, whatever. And then it'd be enough chicks. Like some chick be doing something, and then the other chick be like, "Shit, I'm about to do something." Because I want his attention.
Do you think Wiz got finessed by Amber?
Yeah. I mean, yo, like, what?
Or do
you
believe
that girl is poison? Never trust a big body to smile.
That's crazy. Or do you believe that she really loved him?
Women have conditional love, bro.
Women or women?
They hate to hear it. When I say this, it's always in general. It's never like every single woman on earth. Yeah. You know what I mean? But let's be clear, like, I don't know too many marriages that got divorced by men. Statistics will show most of the divorces that happen are done by women. So if they're initiated by women, then they the ones that's not happy. Yeah, check that shit.
Well, it makes sense because a nigga will cheat quicker than a woman would. Well, a nigga get caught cheating quicker than a woman. Yeah, she
cheat when she unhappy. He cheat because he got an itch. You know what I mean? Like she not putting out enough or whatever. You know what I mean? At some point,
do you believe your woman is supposed to, like, as long as you don't bring anything home, then it's okay? Or do you
to just let you go fucking?
Yeah, as long as you, like, you know what I'm saying? kissing the bitches.
It depends. It depends on what type of money you bring home.
Michael Blackson was talking about that shit with his wife and shit, with his fiance and shit. He was like, she basically let him like smash other chicks, but
I don't see nothing wrong with that. If that's how she feels.
It's just rules, basically.
Yeah, like
you can't.
That's their relationship. So
like,
if they comfortable with that,
you know what I'm saying,
and they're transparent with that, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's the difference. Like you sneaking around just doing it and she don't know about it, that's cheating, bro. Cause she don't know. But some niggas just be doing it. They got like a little mistress or some shit, but they don't pay her nothing. They don't, you know what I mean? But some niggas like bought a chick a house, got a whole kid with them and shit. You know what I mean? Or some other shit. Like that's extra shit.
Would you cheat if you had 3 wives?
If I had 3 wives, would I cheat? If I got 3 wives, what's cheating?
Cheating is fucking somebody other than your 3 wives.
Is it fucking another woman?
Yeah, nigga, not fucking another nigga. Like,
So if I cheat, nah, I'm just saying, because my wives are all women. So if I fuck one of my wives, I'm cheating on another wife. You know what I mean?
Yo, you a funny ass nigga.
So shit, I'm already cheating.
Nigga,
So you gotta think about it. Like, what you really want to ask me is, if I got 3 wives, would I be sexually satisfied? That depends. I think so.
Yeah,
I believe
you would
so.
think so.
Yeah, I would like to think that I could be faithful and not have to.
I think it turns into ego if you.
It would be some shit like, but you got 3 wives and they be like, oh, I know you're like, I got 3 wives, I got servants.
Like you don't even.
So like, you know, like I know you fucked one of the Simmons girls.
That's crazy.
And not one of us. Like, yo, we've been talking. I'm like, yo, like chill, like. You know, like, you gotta think about that shit. That shit is crazy. That's dangerous, bro. You got 3 wives and you cheating?
It's only dangerous in American standards of wives.
If you got 3 wives,
it's like you said.
You can have other women if you got 3 wives.
In other places, it's like service.
Or you could get another wife. That means you gotta take care of her.
It's beautiful service, bro. Like, in other places, it's different. Like, they're made to cater for you.
But they're a wife because
you're not gonna find no American.
You can individually take care of each one of those women by yourself.
Yeah,
that's why they're your wife.
But it works out there, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and it doesn't work out here predominantly because the system is fucked up.
But I'm saying I don't think you're necessarily wrong for stepping out if you got 3 wives. But it should be something that's discussed. Like your 3 wives know they're gonna get older, but they know that you're gonna take care of them as long as they do what they're supposed to do. Feel me?
Yeah.
And you step out, and they be like, all right, you step out. Well, make sure you don't do no fucked up shit.
That's why I was talking about the relationship shit. Like
it'd be like that's the polygamy shit.
Understand? Like exactly. Like if you in the 3, you got 3 wives.
Polygamous shit.
Polygamous.
Cause they know like and they like that shit.
It's probably certain standards though. Like she could probably only come in at one time type shit. Like
now when you ask like, would a man want your woman fucking another man? Like that's different. Cause is that nigga gonna take care of you? Is that nigga gonna provide for you? Is that nigga gonna give you shelter?
Even if he did, she's yours. I almost said it. I'm sorry, women. I'm just speaking hypothetically. I'm not speaking misogynistically. That's a word.
Yeah.
But fucking yeah, man. I feel like I forgot what I was saying.
Like that's your woman. Like that's your.
Yeah, man. It's different. Other places, and I really think it works. And it's not because it's like a slave serving mentality, but I think it works because women are still catering to men, and I feel like they do. Like a woman just make you look better, like with a woman on your, like it compliments. You see what I'm saying? She compliments.
Old bald fat dude got this young fucking 25-year-old fucking baddie.
You could assume what the fuck it is. Like, oh, it's money.
But she humble as fuck, bad, nice.
Like, I think Beyonce really loves Jay. Like, I don't think it's no bullshit. Like,
But that's because he always been a boss to her. She's always been encouraged by that shit, like his leadership. And
you heard about that Bum B shit?
The what?
That not Bum B, Pimp C shit.
Oh wow.
I guess Pimp C used to mess
He used
with.
to fuck with Beyonce.
Yeah, allegedly there's a
That
tape
nigga
out.
died, who cares?
It's a tape out. That's what.
Is it tape out?
It's a tape out. I heard.
Who got the tape?
X tape. X tape.
Who got it though?
I mean, I don't know. It's like Pimp had it. Pimp dead.
Oh, so it's not in circulation.
I don't think so.
If it's VHS or some shit, like that's what I'm saying. Who got it? Like,
yeah. But you know what? I feel like Jay would nip that in the butt, however he needed to. Like if a nigga like Kanye shut down the Ray J sex tape part 2, then a nigga like Jay worse than. You remember when Kanye was like, everybody said he was ranting and shit. And he was like, yo, Jay, don't send your killers after me. I don't think he was playing, nigga. I think Jay, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say too much, but I don't think he played about me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But not to insinuate anything on Pimp. I'm just saying, like, he don't play about that type of shit.
Yeah, but you shouldn't.
When you're in the past, though.
It's in the past. It's in the past. Like it wouldn't happen now. You know what I mean? And that's because there's a respect thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody got their past. Like nobody's like a virgin or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want a woman with a crazy past. Like you feel me? Like you want her past to be complimentary to yours at least.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like you don't want her to have 30 bodies and you got 30 bodies. Then it's like a competition, like shit, like who can fuck the most people, like out of me and you, like,
yeah, bro.
and that's crazy for a chick. So then you gotta be like, damn, like,
I believe like STDs are like demons, bro.
yeah,
Like real shit.
it's crazy.
Like, I know it's weird, but I really believe that shit, bro. Like,
Yo, motherfuckers should get, I'm telling you, like,
body
should get tested
temples invaded,
at least
because you were defenseless.
once a year.
Like, yo, this shit crazy. Like, I'm not talking about tests, my nigga. I'm talking about demons, nigga. I'm talking about demons, nigga. Like, this shit is real. I really think this is a spiritual war going on right now, my nigga. And it's like, it's getting more and more obvious because more and more weird shit is happening. You notice that shit?
I do.
You like the
like
series of events since COVID just seemed odd and out of place. It seemed like shit was like a something shifted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the shit that I expected to happen after they was like 2012 and shit. It's like all in 2012. Since 2019, the end of 2019.
It's been a lot of shit.
Bro, niggas was wearing masks. Everybody was wearing masks, my nigga. They had a mask mandate, my nigga, to wear masks. Everybody had to wear masks. Like, bro, if it's airborne, that shit could go through a mask. Like,
it wasn't though. It was
like the only thing the mask is for
air assault. So if it get on you, like somebody sneeze and the sneeze.
It's that's what a mask is for, the defense of
your
your body fluids.
Touch
You know
your
what I'm
lip or
saying?
some shit.
They don't have nothing to do with the shit outside unless it's like fucking physical matter type shit.
Yeah.
But if it's fucking airborne, this shit's going through the fucking mask, bro. Like, this shit, but nigga,
that was just some
think it was a test.
Hysteria type, control type shit.
A control test.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't get it for a period of time.
And they do it in many different ways. Like Roe v. Wade, for instance, another situation. Not to talk too much about that, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a way to control us and limit the things that we're capable of doing.
No, I think that one was to save their fucking species of humans. You shut down certain abortions, you save certain babies that, you know what I mean? If, let's say it's getting hotter, because it is getting hotter and the sun is getting, you know what I'm saying? Certain people won't be able to survive. Certain people will. You're gonna have a certain genetic code to be able to withstand that type of heat. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not all of us have that. You see what I'm saying? And it's gonna get real, bro. And I feel like you gotta preserve your species.
Preservation.
You see what I'm saying? At the cost of, you know.
So that's on some like eugenics shit.
Yeah,
like,
we all know that eugenics is. And we know they're not doing it for us. They're not doing it for black people. They don't care about our babies. Because we're the workers. The more black babies, the more workers. Like, please believe they want a lot of black people, but they just want people to be ignorant and go down with whatever they say is the norm and shit. So it's like, yeah, that shit deep, bro. I don't know, weed talking. I don't know, my nigga, but this shit is crazy right here, bro.
Oh, yo, I was talking to my cousin about this gun shit. Yeah. Right.
Oh shit.
So there was a shooting,
Another one?
in Waterbury. I'm not gonna say any names. Something happened, right? And we were talking about gun laws and such. Like when you have a firearm. I remember you said something before. When you have a firearm, like, you know, circumstance that you just shoot somebody. Now, if somebody's like reaching for your firearm when you got it on you, then that could be an excuse to use your firearm. You know, because you have to like,
you gotta defend your life,
right?
If I'm not gonna pull out on it, somebody pull out on me.
But you can't leave the scene of the crime either.
Yeah, I know.
You got to call the police wherever
Yeah,
you
you
at.
gotta follow procedure.
Yeah, and it's mad shit.
The only way you get out is if your gun's dirty and you could get out there.
Yeah.
No shell cases or nothing.
But the thing is, do you want to deal with all that drama? You know what I mean? After that,
I don't know, because real shit is gonna be drama if you kill a person legally, especially for a black man.
yeah,
Especially if you're mad.
you don't have to live there.
Like, I could be defending my life and my kids, shoot a nigga that run up in my room, my nigga, in the head, and I go to jail in this state.
Well, not if you in your room. If you close the door and they come in your room, then you can shoot them if you got your license.
In Connecticut, for real?
Yeah.
And I won't get in trouble?
Nah.
They
gotta come in your room.
Oh,
You gotta call the police.
Mm-hmm.
Let them know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna tell you to lock yourself in your room.
Okay.
You lock yourself in your room. And then if they break into your door in your room, then
Also, I gotta call the police before they break into
yeah. Well, you got, call the police,
make a record.
go to your room, make a record of it. And police gotta be on their way. Hopefully they get there in time before somebody get killed. It's you not really like I don't know, like the military is different. But
different.
Right.
Different. All that shit is different.
But as a civilian, you're not thinking about killing. You're thinking about like trying to scare the person or some shit. Military, you thinking about one shot, and that's it. Like I don't want nothing else after this shot. Cause you gotta reserve ammo. So I'm not trying to shoot a warning shot. I'm not trying to shoot you in the foot. You know what I mean? I'm trying to shoot
to kill.
trying to shoot you to take you out. So I don't want it to be to that degree. So the last thing you want to do is have the firearm, you know, have to be used, because once it's used, it's supposed to be used to, you know, to preserve life. Now, there was like other things that they said in the class also. They said, if you got like an animal and you gotta go out and get your dog or something like that, going out to get your dog, if somebody coming here while you're getting your dog and you see them and they got a firearm, you can shoot them, and you gotta file a report. You was going to get your dog to bring him into the room, your kids were locked in the room, and your dog wouldn't come in the room, so you shot the person. And you don't move their body, you leave them right where they at. And it's gonna be traumatic for everybody. You don't want your family coming downstairs to look if you got a family. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot. And taking a life is not like, it's not like a cool thing. Like it's not like, you know what I mean? Like if you have to do it, then you always gonna remember that shit.
Do you think they desensitize it in the video games?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Which one more, the movies or the?
I think everything, media in general, like all facets of media, desensitizes gore and sex. It publicizes gender liberation.
Like what happened to the FCC? Like, remember when everything was censored?
Well, the FCC.
It's like the only shit that's censored now is like
they have to be compliant with the alphabet. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like if they're not compliant with them, then they have another thing on their hands. You gotta understand, like they make up a good percentage of the population for vote. So politicians support them now, especially Democrats.
I ain't mad at that, but you know what I'm saying? All the black ones of that group, if y'all could come together for that, then you should come together for us too. And it feels like we getting the shit into the stick. Like why we gotta be left?
Yo, a lot of people, the only people that vote is the old people.
Yeah, it's
the
like
old people is the only people that vote. None of the young people vote.
And that's exactly who the fuck, you know what I mean, represents us. But it's crazy because it's like
somebody that was
in politicians,
somebody that was in
like somebody we would want
to
run
for president. We would want that person to run for president, but we don't support that senator enough for them to stay in office.
But what I'm saying is the type of person that people would, people like us would enjoy to run aren't gonna run because I feel like they know that politics is too corrupt. You can't be a good nigga in that corrupt thing and think that you're gonna change this shit. You gotta
be bipartisan. Like I feel like I can't be Republican or Democrat or whatever. I gotta go by whatever fits, whatever works. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I can't be mad. You know what I mean? If I use my vote, if my vote's gonna count, if my vote counts, and what I think is what's best for us. Because out of anything, like it's only getting breadcrumbs. Like you're not getting the whole fucking shit. You know what I mean? But you want to get what works at least to get something else going. Like Ice Cube had a fucking had a contract that he wanted to be implemented into the into our Bill of Rights. And
he went to Biden. Biden wasn't here.
Nah, but yeah, he wasn't hearing it. Then he went to Trump, and Trump was like, I'll mess with it. And Trump didn't make it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So then now he looked like, oh, yo, he a Trump supporter, this, that, whatever.
Yeah, we Trump supporters, because
I'm supporting whoever's supporting us.
Exactly.
We need our own shit.